South Africa is home to some of the most beautiful natural landscapes anywhere on Earth. And today, I want to take you to experience part of that beauty. We're heading toward the southwestern edge of the African continent, the place known as the Cape of Good Hope. And along the way, we're going to see seals, penguins, dramatic coastlines, and some of the most spectacular ocean views in South Africa. This episode is sponsored by Embark Travel Agency. If you look at a map of Africa, Cape Town is one of the southernmost major cities on the continent. But just below it, a narrow stretch of land reaches deep into the ocean, and that's where this journey begins. When you're in Cape Town, this entire route can easily be done as a one-day trip, with several incredible stops along the way. The adventure starts behind Table Mountain. One of the most beautiful coastal areas in South Africa is Camps Bay. If you come here in the morning, it's a great place for breakfast. In the afternoon, it's perfect for cafes and relaxing by the ocean. And at night, it becomes one of the city's most popular nightlife spots. No matter what time you arrive, the scenery here is always impressive. After a short stop, continuing south takes you past a dramatic mountain range known as the 12 Apostles, a series of massive peaks rising side by side along the coastline. Further along the route, you reach a beautiful bay and harbor where you can take a boat trip into the Atlantic Ocean. This is Hout Bay, a name that literally means wood bay, and just offshore is a large seal colony. Hundreds of seals live here, and seeing them spread across the rocks is an incredible sight. After enjoying the coastline and the seals, the route continues south toward the Cape of Good Hope. And on the way there, you drive along one of the most scenic roads in South Africa, Chapman's Peak Drive. The views along this road are absolutely spectacular. As you continue, you finally arrive near the Cape of Good Hope itself. This area is considered one of the most important historical maritime points in the world. When sailors finally managed to navigate around this cape, global trade changed forever. It connected the Atlantic Ocean to the Indian Ocean and opened a major sea route between east and west. Near the cape, there's a walking trail leading up toward the famous lighthouse. This is the beginning of that trail. The lighthouse has become one of the symbols of the Cape of Good Hope, and walking up here rewards you with a beautiful panoramic view of the coastline. Of course, there's another option besides hiking. You can also take the funicular to the top. The funicular here is called the Flying Dutchman, inspired by the famous maritime legend. And this is the iconic lighthouse of the Cape of Good Hope. In the past, seal oil was used to keep the lighthouse operating, guiding ships through these dangerous waters. This region is known as one of the windiest places on Earth, and sailing around the Cape, especially centuries ago, was never easy. Many ships crashed into the rocks during storms, and over time, countless legends were born here. On the way back toward Cape Town, the route follows the eastern side of the peninsula, and before reaching Simonstown, there's one more stop you really shouldn't miss: Boulders Beach, because this is where you can see one of the most fascinating animals on the planet. These are African penguins, tropical penguins that live here year-round because food is always available along this coastline, and that gives visitors the rare chance to see penguins in their natural habitat. They're also known by several other names. Because they live in Africa, they're called African penguins. Because of their dark feet, they're also known as black-footed penguins. And because their sound resembles the braying of a donkey, they're sometimes called jackass penguins. Like many other stops along this route, there's also a local craft and souvenir market here, where you can walk around and buy handmade items if you'd like. These were some of the natural highlights you can experience while staying in Cape Town, all possible within a single-day trip. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next journeys.